Hello everyone, this is Misha from Made Up Research, and today we're talking Minecraft. So you may have seen the promo everywhere because they're doing a collab with literally every brand under the sun. But there is a Minecraft movie apparently coming out. I haven't seen it yet, but what I have seen was the NYX collaboration with the Minecraft movie. So I picked up all of them because they're little cubes and they're cute, and I'm gonna put them somewhere on display because I love them, quite frankly. I do. So these are all cream products that they came up with. There are 3 blushes and 3 highlighters, and we're gonna try all of them out today because I haven't really tried them out yet. And then I also have this, I don't remember, what is it called? Their lip balm stick in the shade Redstone Mine. Let's look at all of these, swatch all of them, and maybe even try all of them. We will see. Let's start with the blushes. We have this one, which is called Wolfin Around. Of course, it's a little wolf. It is, I think all of them are kind of shimmery. This one is like a very red, but when you swatch it, it does lean a little bit pink, and it does have a ton of red shimmer in it, which not sure how that's gonna look on me. Next, we have the shade Honeycomb Hottie, which is a little bumblebee. I don't know which way it goes. And this one is a little bit more orange toned. It does still look very, very red. Okay, this one definitely feels a little bit more sheer. You can totally see the color difference. This one is definitely very orangey. And again, it does have some reflect in it. This time we're looking at like orange and gold, I want to say. And then we have Oh She Bad, which is a pink sheep highlighter. How cute is that? Oh, not highlighter, a blush. And this one is definitely the most pink, and it does seem to have like gold and pink reflect in it. So let me swatch that next to them. And there we go. A bit more sheer, same as the orange one. This one is like a little bit more pigmented. And again, it does have some like gold and pink reflects in it. When you see them like side by side, they do not look that different like in the packaging, but when you actually swatch them, they do look very different. The formula does seem to be quite creamy. They're all shimmery. And when it comes to like the blendability, if I try to blend them, they definitely do blend and stretch. It is like a little bit slippery formula. They're kind of balmy, I would say. And I think we're going to try them all on. In the end, I'm going to pick one, and we're going to see how the powder sits on top as well, so that we have like a full experience, you know. So I'm going to start, probably should start with the lightest. I feel like this one's going to be the easiest to remove. So I'm going to try the Bumblebee one, and I'm going to just pick up a little bit on the brush. It's not the easiest thing to do because it has that little tip. I'm just going to go in. It's not as pigmented as I thought, which is maybe a good thing because all of these colors are pretty intense. But it doesn't translate as orange as I thought it's going to translate. I'm going to be brave and do it. It seems to be layering really nicely, but it doesn't stretch like too much. You can see where I applied it. It doesn't even feel that sticky, which I'm actually a big fan of. Now I'm gonna take a different brush and I'm gonna go in with the pink on the other side. The shade does look very similar. I think it leans a little bit more cool toned, but other than that, I feel like on my skin, these will look pretty much the same. I would say it's a little bit lighter, but it's translating to this very similar color, which is interesting because I don't think you would really tell that I'm wearing 2 different blushes right now. Also, the blush sits really nicely on top of the makeup, and the shimmer isn't really visible that much. I'm not sure you can see it on the camera, but if you look close, it's not like glittery. It's just a little bit sheeny, which I do like. I don't think these are bad at all, actually. I do like the formula more than I was expecting. I was perfectly fine by just purchasing this for the packaging. But I know NYX, and I know that they wouldn't disappoint me, and they didn't. I want to switch the highlighters now, so that we can kind of pair the shade that we want. So we have 3 highlighters that are kind of very different, that are a little bit more diverse in colors, I would say. First one we have is the Going Gold, almost bronzy gold, I would say. A little bit more like towards rose gold and bronze, and not so much a yellow gold. I was a little afraid this is going to be like completely unwearable, but I actually do wear this one quite a lot. This is the one that I use when I just go out without anything. This is kind of like my bare skin highlighter. Then we have the shade Diamond Drip. Not really a silver one, but a little bit more white leaning one. I was expecting this one to be like a little bit more sheer gel formula with the little speckles, you know, diamond, but this one is like a full-on super shiny diamondy highlighter, which is fine. Not really that wearable though. I feel like this will be very light for a lot of people, and you can see kind of the white cast when when the light doesn't hit it. So that's not a great thing. And then we have the shade Blow Your Mind, which I feel like they could have done something with emerald actually. And this one, as you may have guessed by the packaging, is green, which I was excited about. They did recently launch their buttermelt highlighters, which also have all different colors. So green is a fun color. And you can see it here. It's like a really nice green. It's like almost minty. It's such a pretty color. So I'm going to go in with, because I think I'm going to land on the gold, I'm going to go in with a green one first. And same as the blush, I feel like these are a little bit more subtle than you would think. Like this definitely doesn't call green miles away. This is just like a nice subtle creamy highlighter. I'm going to put on a bit more to see if the color really translates. I feel like if you really layer it like this, it does. But then when you go and blend it out, it's just a really subtle hint of mint, I would say almost. It's way prettier than I was expecting. Next, I'm going to go ahead and use the Diamond Drip. This one I also did use on some no makeup days. It is pretty intense. Very wearable for a lot of people because I feel like this type of highlighter, like this silvery, diamondy look, is something that people really like nowadays. So it's kind of up a lot of people's alleys, and I don't know if you can see that. You probably can. So I think for our final look, I'm gonna go in with the Wolf blush and the gold highlighter so that we get the full picture. So there we go, the shade Wolfin Around, which is a more red, true red, kind of pink red. We'll see. I'm not exactly like fluent with red blush, so we will see. Again, very subtle, very buildable. Quite sheer, actually. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, this color probably suits me the least. I don't think I like red blush on me. Yeah, it kind of does look a little bit like a bruise. To not look like somebody just hit me in the face, I need to add a bit on the nose. And I'm gonna grab the highlighter in the shade Going Gold. It's quite a good shape for the brush to pick it up too. Oh yeah, this one is really nice. It is kind of like a shade of my face anyway, so I feel like this one does definitely look the most natural on me. Put a bit on the nose as well. We're really gonna load this up so we can see it well, and I think this looks beautiful. What a pretty highlighter. And those are like the final two products that we used. I'm going to let them set a little bit, and then I'm going to try to powder them to see, or at least powder the blush, to see how it holds up and if it's fine, I guess. And I'm just going to take my usual fluffy setting brush and we'll see. I'm also going to slightly set the highlighter too, just to see if it like still shines through. So now this side is set, this side isn't. There's a clear difference in the shine, of course. So on this side, you can still see the highlighter poking through, definitely. Even though it has been powdered, I feel like it's still pretty reflective. The blush is a little bit muted for sure, but that's also to be expected. But the biggest difference that I see is that on the powdered side, you can definitely see the glitters a lot more now. I'm not sure if you'll be able to pick it up on camera, but on this side of my face, it's all looking kind of like dewy, you know, a little bit more sheeny. It's kind of blending in with everything. On this side, you can see that the base formula of it is definitely set, but the little glitters are kind of poking through. So I do not really love that. I would definitely wear these like in as natural way as possible. So I would try to not powder it, just maybe powder my T-zone and that's it. But it's definitely looking interesting. Like I'm not mad at this at all. Now, last but not least, I'm going to use the Clicky pen in the shade Redstone Mine. And formula-wise, if you're not familiar with this product, it is basically like a lip balm in a stick. It's not like super creamy, almost liquidy, where it just makes a mess everywhere. This one is a little bit more contained. And this shade in particular, I think is really cute. Like, I really like this reddish brown shade. I think this is one of the reds that I'm capable of wearing. I don't really like red lipstick at all. And that's actually it. That's all we have for today. So I did just put on a little bit of mascara to tie this look together. I honestly think that this collab has been a better quality than I thought it will be. To be quite honest with you, I wasn't expecting a lot from this collaboration. I just feel like these products kind of give you the impression of, oh yeah, we have to do this collab, we have to do something, you know, quick, let's just slap some balmy formula in a cute compact. But I gotta say that I was very pleasantly surprised. Not really by the shade range when it comes to the blushes. I think the blushes are very similar. I think they could have done a little bit more diversity in them because on my face they looked very similar, all of them. But the highlighters I'm very impressed with. The shade range on the highlighters is way better, although I'm not sure how they will translate onto deeper skin tones because of the very light base that specifically these two have. So that is kind of what I think about the shades. When it comes to the formula itself, I think the blush formula is quite nice. I do think they are a little bit pricey. I do understand that you pay for the packaging, but I don't think that for this formula the price matches, to be quite honest with you. Quality-wise, they perform well. They do blend well. They do look nice. Even with the highlighters, I can speak for those because I have been using these for the longest time. And yes, these do last on my skin nicely. They're not too sticky. However, is it the best cream formula for blush and highlighter you can get in the drugstore right now? I don't really think so. So it all comes down to, like, are you willing to spend the money on the Minecraft themed packaging? And my answer was clear on this. I was like, yes, because this is beautiful and I love it. And it's gonna look super nice in like my, gamer/makeup area where I just have stuff like this. So it's just gonna be, right between Mario and Pat McGrath palettes. It's the perfect spot for that. Do you need to run out and buy these immediately? I don't think so. It is a cute collaboration, the products work well, but I don't think this is something that you absolutely need to have. Unless you're a Minecraft fan, of course, then you might want to have these because they're cute. So yeah, let me know what you think about this collaboration. Do you think it's nice? Do you think they should have done something different? Something, I don't know. Honestly, I wasn't expecting this. And that is all. So like this video if you enjoyed this little review, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more reviews of makeup or skincare or anything else that I do here. And thank you for watching. Bye!